one of the first things that I will do is it's a commitment that I'm going to make to the community within my first 100 days is sitting down with each and every one of my principals, meeting with each and every one of my school councils to hear directly from the top administration down through the parents and the students that are involved what their needs are, what areas they feel are a benefit and a strength in their schools, find ways that we can benefit and grow on those, but also find out areas that at the grassroots level, at the ground level, that they feel are lacking. Sit down, discuss, put together an action plan, then present it to our board. The one thing that I hold as a pride to myself is that I do my due diligence. I always ensure that proper follow-up happens, not for the sake of follow-up just occurring, only that the words get heard, but that their concerns get put into action and results come from those actions. Too many times today from our politicians, we hear that they're going to promise the world and they never deliver. The second thing for myself is I'm not a politician. I'm a father of 3 kids, a husband, and I've come to learn throughout my professional career, when you interact with the families, they want to be able to interact with someone that they can relate to. Someone that's on the same level as them, that understands their concerns and understands their position points and where they're coming from. The last thing they want to have is a politician come to the door and promise them the world. Parents and families, they don't care if you're in a $5,000 suit, $500 suit, or dressed as I am today, as I've dressed like this on purpose. They want to be able to relate to you and know that you're there doing the work on their behalf, and
you're part of the community, not just...
you're yeah, exactly. You're part of the community. You're someone that they're going to run to at the grocery store. They're going to run into at the drugstore. They're going to see you at the baseball diamond with your kids.
Right.
The last thing they want to know is, which unfortunately happens way too often, is individuals get elected. You don't see them for 3 years, and all of a sudden, on election year, they're at every event, on every picture, hugging you, kissing babies, doing all the fancy things that politicians like to do. And we don't need that. No. We need people that are going to be, when elected, you see and hear from them on an ongoing basis. You can call them. You call me, I'm going to return your call to you. I'm not just going to call to reiterate why you called. Hopefully you've left me a detailed enough message where I can actually come back with some kind of an answer for you. Might not be the answer you like, but you're going to have an answer nonetheless. The other thing I will do, which needs to be done more often, is I'm going to provide you with information to help you find your answers if I'm unable to do it. Too many times that we find, and I've encountered myself, people tell you to go in a certain direction when you're looking for information, but don't help educate you on how to find that information.
Right.
As much as we need to be educating our students and helping them towards success, we need to be educating and helping the parents for the exact same. When everyone's succeeding together, we grow better as a community.
Do you think that the fact that you're not a politician would sit better in the eyes of the public, the voting public, as opposed to you've been in the government, you've been running policies, you've been running legislature? Do you think that the voting public, will see that as a better growth for the school trustee board rather than having a politician come in?
Obviously, if I'm elected, with the way it all plays out, yes, you end up becoming deemed as a politician. Right. But I want people to say, yes, Michael Gyovai is our school trustee, but Michael Gyovai is also the same guy that practices baseball with my kids. I see him out cleaning up his yard. I don't want it to be seen as, oh yeah, there's that guy that we never get to talk to because, right, you know what, he's now achieved this elected position. No, that's not it. If I will be open to people coming, if I'm on my grass, cutting my grass, and a parent has a question, feel free to come up and ask me. You don't need to make an appointment. You don't need to send me an email, leave me a voice message, referring times. If you see me out in the community, I want parents to approach me. Those are when you're going to get your best questions, and in most cases, probably your best suggestions. At the end of the day, I'm elected to do the job on behalf of the people. That doesn't mean that I have all the ideas, and I don't want to have all the ideas. I want to have the ideas and suggestions that are best suited to our entire community, the ideas that come from the parents and come from the students.
Right.
Any ideas that I can present forward through the experiences that I do have, well, and my best opportunities will always be consulted with the parents on that. And through electing me, you know, I want the parents to know that I'm here for you. I'm here to do the job that you need and you deserve.
Right. It takes a community to make a better community, not
It
just
does.
one person.
It does.